Hey, sexy. Yeah, you. You've tuned into the Sex Talk with Khrys show. Here, we're truly embodying the sexual energies within us and living them out loud each and every day. Learning about our sexy, affirming our beauty, and so much more. Here, we're empowering our sexy and applying all that yummy information to every facet of our life. So sit back, get comfy, and let's enjoy this extremely sexy ride. Welcome to the Sex Talk with Khrys show.
Hello, you lovers of pleasure and sex. It is me, Crystal Jones. I am here. This is Sex Talk with Khrys, and I am sitting on the couch with Courtney. Thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you for having me.
How are you feeling?
I am wonderful. I feel really good. I'm excited. I love this purple.
Look, when I saw you pull up with the shoes, I was like, oh my God.
Didn't even know. I was already coordinated.
Listen, it's the alignment, bro. It's the alignment. So I was interested in talking to you because you identify as a homosexual man, and I want to take a deep dive into that. I've had people on here that are bisexual. I've had heterosexual. I've had women that are, lesbian. I've had that. However, I've never tapped into this. And so I was like, oh my God, would he dare?
I would dare.
Yes! Okay. So let's jump and get straight to it, right? Okay. So let me ask this question, right? So when did you first realize that you were attracted to men, and what did that moment feel like for you?
As cliche as it sounds, it's actually like it's always been a part of me. Honestly, the first person I ever kissed was a boy. And I was maybe, I think, 6. And his mom and my mom were friends, and we were hanging out, and he spent the night at our house. So my brother and my sister, him and I, we were all like in the house playing hide and seek, just playing. And, I got caught first, so I quit. I'm like, oh no, y'all, I quit. I ain't playing no more. So I had went downstairs and was just like sitting on the couch watching TV, and he came downstairs and asked could he, sit on the couch. I was laying, I was laying on the couch.
Okay.
And he asked if he could lay on the couch with me.
Okay.
And watch TV. And I was like, of course, this is my friend. I didn't think nothing of it. And then we watched TV for a few minutes, and then he said, would it be okay if he kissed me? And I was like, I guess. Like, I don't care.
He asked.
He did.
That's so cute.
And so, like, we kissed each other, and then we just looked at each other like, okay, now what?
Listen, first of all, I love and that's the thing. When we are younger, before the sexual imprints, before the judgment, before societal views or expectations, we are this empty canvas.
Yeah.
Can go up, down, left, or right. We have no idea. We only know what our household says is okay or not okay, right?
Exactly.
And for you to be in this moment and to identify like, maybe I might like this. That speak first off, as a 6-year-old, that speaks volumes because and to shout out to whoever this guy is, because he was just the most mannerable little boy ever. Like, is it okay if I kiss you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Like, we friends. That's cool. Like,
okay. So let me ask, like, so in that moment, do you remember how you felt?
Honestly, in that moment, I think it was more so a thing of just like, this is my friend and I like him, so I thought that was okay.
Okay.
And I didn't, register with liking him as my friend as liking him in a sexual way.
Right,
I'm 6.
Right.
But I mean, it felt nice, and we just went from there, and it was just like, okay.
Wow. So question, because I'm nosy, was this at this point now, is this like your friend that you always want to come over? And it's like, I'm just going to experience and have a good time. Let me see. Because, it goes down at sleepovers. So let's just be honest, okay? Here's why my kids don't go no motherfucking where.
Listen, you would be.
I'm like, no, where the fuck?
We gonna leave that part out. But no. No, like I said, it wasn't any weirdness between us
Nice.
or anything like that. We just hung out like we always did.
Okay.
And it was always just, that was my friend. And, sometimes we would hold hands and stuff like that, and it just was nothing.
This is
to be
so
worried about.
cute to me. This is adorable. Like, first of all, I didn't expect this. Okay, again, shout out to he is the most, just most, like, he's so polite. Is it okay that I kiss you? Like, I feel like if a lot of men enter the conversation like that, sometimes they would get so much further than just assuming.
It's so much easier.
Yeah, because now you have consent.
Right, yeah, come on.
So did this for you, this blossomed into, maybe this is who I am. Like when was the acknowledgement of your lifestyle? When did that take place?
So more so it was, once the teenage years hit, and, now I'm in high school, I'm on the track team, I was in the marching band, and, it's a lot of changing with other guys and
Right.
stuff like that. And it was, it was that thing of like, should I look? Can I look? But I don't know, like, if anybody else, like, am I the only one that feels like this? Like, this is weird. And because, it's like, I mean, teenage boys, we all talk about girls. That's,
Right.
That's all we were doing, and it was just like, but like I said, we have those moments, and it's just like, we're changing, for track, or we're changing for a band performance or whatever like that. And, boys being boys, we run around in our underwear playing, wrestling with each other and stuff like that. And I do remember one time. I remember the it's so embarrassing. The first time I got an erection from a guy, and we were wrestling, and it was just like somehow he like had me like almost like not really choking me, but like kind of in a chokehold. But and like he like pushed into me to like make me lean back. And I was like, oh. And I was like, oh no, we gotta stop. We gotta stop right now. Because I was like, why is this happening? And I mean, thankfully he didn't notice.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I was like, oh God, I don't know how to explain
Right.
this.
Right.
But I was
Right.
like, I played it off, we like went and like played video games or something, but it was just like, that was the first time I'd ever gotten an erection from being with a guy. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, is this real? Like, but I'm like, but I like girls.
So, okay. So let me ask. So you felt so you were still battling. Am I a heterosexual? Am I homosexual? What am I? But it sounds like you were allowing your body to lead you.
I did.
Okay.
And because my head was, like you said, it's like, this is what my household says is right.
Right.
So this is what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
And so I had girlfriends all through high school, stuff like that. And I really did care for them. And, we had great relationships. And even into adulthood, I still, would have girlfriends off and on. But when I became sexually active, the first person I had sex with was a guy. And I was dating this woman, and I told her, I was like, hey, you know what? I really appreciate you and I value you, so I need to tell you something.
Oh, wow.
And I need you to understand that although I enjoy being in a relationship with you, I am fully accepting who I am now, and I don't see a time where sexually we're going to work.
Wow.
And she was disappointed, but she told me, she said she respected me so much more and for just telling her. And I told her, I said, because I would rather you hear it from me than for me to be sneaking around on you and you finding out from somebody else. So I'm just, let me just lay it out here and we can do, we can go from here however you want to. If you want to still be friends, I would appreciate that. But if not, I completely understand, because I know this is something that a lot of women can't deal with when they're in a relationship with a guy.
Right.
And she told me, she was like, nope, I'm cool. And to this day, we are still friends.
Wow.
Yep, we are still friends to this day.
So were you sexual with her?
I was not. I have had sex with women, but not with her.
So let me ask this question. How does it feel when you're having sex with a woman?
It's really not much different. I mean,
yo, listen.
I ain't saying it ain't
Courtney!
good. I ain't saying it ain't good.
Courtney! What?
It ain't much.
Listen, a hole is a hole. Listen, and it's so funny you say that, because I was talking to somebody, and I am what you call, I feel like I'm an auntie at this age right now, right? You know what I mean? I still might be a little cute, but a bitch is an auntie. Let's just be honest, okay? So I was telling her, I was like, bro, let me explain something to you. Every bitch out here got pussy. Every last one of them, okay? Ain't no pussy better than the other one. Unless, you're talking about bigness, smallness, deepness. It's a fucking hole, and a penis goes in it. And after a while, if you continue to go in and out that motherfucker, you gonna have the same result.
I was about to say,
that's just what it is.
You keep using it.
That's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? So it's so funny that you say, like, it's kind of the same thing, But it for me, I think that people just look at it like, oh no, I'm not supposed to be this way. I'm not supposed to do this. This is not. But then how do you absorb that when you as a person is feeling this energy that says, it's something about a man. Yeah. I don't know what that is.
And it's crazy because I did go through that stage.
Okay.
Of like, I'm not supposed to be this way. Like, why is this happening to me? Like, I don't want this. And I really said that. Like,
wow.
I don't want this. Like, I don't understand it. And then, honestly, what helped me is one night, just out of the blue, I'm in high school. I come home from I think we had like a football game or something that night. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just like coming home from performing with the band. And my mom was sitting in the dining room, and I just like walked in. Hey, Mom. She's like, Courtney, I need to talk to you.
Don't you hate that?
I'm like,
I hate when my parents, to this day, that's the first question. What did I do wrong?
And she looked at me and she just said, you know what, Courtney? Whatever you choose to do is okay with me.